Hi dear parents, welcome back to another math hour. Today I'm just going to show you how to find the equation of a line when given a coordinate graph like this with coordinate points and a line going through it. The whole idea is that we want to find out what is the basic linear equation of this particular line. And there's a three-step process to do this. So I'm going to show you how to do it right now. Step number one. Take a look at the coordinate points. You've got to get coordinate points in order to find the equation of a line. And you need two of them. Luckily in this graph, they've pointed out two coordinate points that we can use. So let's start with the first coordinate point right over here. That looks like it is 4, 2. That's our first coordinate point. Let me make my pencil a little bit bigger here. There we go. And this coordinate point right over here, that looks like it is 0, because that's the x-axis number, comma, -4. There we go. Step number one, done. We've got two coordinate points. This is step one. Find the coordinate points. Two of them. Check. Step two. Now what? What are we going to do with these coordinate points? Well, we want our equation to look like this. Y is equal to mx plus b. And of course, just as a reminder, m stands for the slope of the line, the angle, you might say, and b stands for the y-intercept, the point at where the line cuts into the y-axis. Let's start with slope. That's what I like to do first. Let's do the slope. Let's do a different color. I need to solve for m. Now, in order to solve for slope, the kids remembered a formula. It was called delta y divided by delta x. In other words, y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. The y's and the x's here represent the coordinate points. We've got our coordinate points right here. We have this and this. If we just plug in the numbers in the right spots and divide them, we'll be able to get our slope. Let's do that right now. But before we can do that, we need to label the coordinate points. So let's see. I'm going to make this the x1 number, the 4. And if that's x1, then this has to be y1. This one will be obviously x2. And this will be y2. And now let's just plug it in. Our y2 is -4 minus, and my y1 number is a +2. You see that? That's all you got to do, substitute. My x2 number is a 0 minus, and my x1 number is a +4. There we go. I substituted all my numbers, and now I just need to solve it. -4 minus 2 is -6. 0 minus 4 is -4. Okay? And of course, you can simplify the fraction. First of all, the minus and minus cancels, and it becomes a positive number. And 6 and 4, I'll use a different color. If we simplify the fraction, if I divide this by 2, and I divide the bottom number by 2, I will get 3/2. And that's it. I cannot simplify my fraction any further. My slope of the line is 3/2. You see that? This is how we solve for the slope. Step 2, done. And finally, step number 3. I need to find my y-intercept. Y-intercept simply means at what point in this line does it cut into the y-axis. And in this case, the y-axis is -4. So my y-intercept, which is labeled as b, is equal to -4. As you can see, with these three steps, I can now take my slope, which is m equals 3/2, and my y-intercept, and just put them in the linear equation right here. Just substitute them. So y equals, what's my slope? 3/2 x, and of course my y-intercept is minus 4. And there we go. This is the equation of this particular line. And that is how you do this problem. I'm going to show you one more problem, okay? Take a look. Let's go to another graph. This is another graph right over here. You can see we got 2 coordinate points. Let's do it. Step number 1. Let's find the coordinate points for both this and this. So the top one right here looks like it is 0, positive 4, my first coordinate point. And the second one right over here, x number is 5, and y is 2. There you go. Step 1 done. I got my coordinate points. Step 2, let's find our slope. So I need to label this first. Let's see. I'll make this x1. This will be y1. This will be x2. And this will be y2. So let me use my formula, which is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. And let us substitute. Use a different color. y2 in this case is 2 minus y1, which is 4, divided by x2, which is 5, minus x1, which is 0. 2 minus 4 is minus 2. 5 minus 0 is 5. Can I simplify this any further? No. So my slope is minus 2 over 5. Step 2, done. Step 3, let's find my y-intercept. Let's use a different color. Let's use brown. Y-intercept is the point at which this line is cutting into the y-axis. And it looks like it's cutting right over here. At what point? Point 4. In other words, my y-intercept, which is labeled as b, is exactly positive 4. And now, let's take our equation. Y equals mx plus b. And let's just substitute. My m is minus 2 over 5. I'll use the same color. No confusion there. Minus 2 over 5 is my slope. Don't forget the x. And of course, my y-intercept, which is b, is positive 4. And there we go. This is the equation for this particular line. And that's it. Thank you so much.